Welcome to the Kalahari. I've actually been here before and I've come back to this very spot to find the meerkats. Meerkats are normally very shy, but because it's right next to a farm, they've actually become a little bit habituated to people. So today, I'm going to try and find that family again and show you the secret life of a meerkat family. The first job to try and find this family is now just to look along the horizon. Just get the binoculars out and see if I can find one of the meerkats popping out on the top of the burrow. Yes, meerkats. Woo, there they are. Look on the top of that bush. Yes, this is our family that I'd seen before. We can get really, really close to these. Let's go in and see these meerkats. Hello, mates. Ooh. So they're a little bit nervous to begin with, but I think if I'm just quiet, hopefully they'll get used to me being around and we'll be able to follow them for the whole day. But look at this now. Two meerkats digging around. They're digging down to see if they can catch any prey. Hopefully we'll be able to see what they're actually managing to find. Have you found anything, buddies? Oh, so cute. He's got all that sand on his nose. He's been snuffling around in there. You'll notice with the meerkats, they've got very long, kind of pointy noses. So that's a very good sense of smell. And probably their most acute sense is their eyesight. They need that eyesight because they're always on the lookout for potential predators. A hawk would easily be able to snatch a meerkat like this. This is just incredible how they're so relaxed. Hey buddy. They are completely wild, believe me. They're just going about their business. Oh, the two babies. 3 babies. This one's learning how to be a lookout. They'll be learning how to be the meerkat. That's their first kind of goes at trying out the tiptoe stance. Oh wow, ostrich there. Just walking around, also they dig out roots and also beetles. They're pretty much eating the same thing actually, the ostriches and the meerkats. The little babies, while some parents are off foraging, they're living in their burrow. And inside there will be all these different tunnel systems and different rooms. It's kind of like a little mansion for this family. And this isn't the only burrow system. They'll be moving from one mansion to another. We'll see what happens. Later on, they might start moving across their territory. Oh, you see him? Oh, wow. Brilliant stuff. That's another thing. See, we're learning about these meerkats right here. So what we've got here is a parent, any of a family member, because they're all helping raise the young. He's gone and got a beetle. He's gone off foraging and brought that beetle, that grub, and then gave it to the baby. The rest of the family, the elder ones, are going off foraging and bringing back the food for the young ones. That was super amazing. So cool to see. But this has now been only the first hour. They're still a bit wary of our presence, but I think by the end of the day, hopefully they'll be not as nervous. I think they're moving now to their next burrow. Yeah, they're moving off. So they've now found their next burrow system. This must be the next home. So I mentioned over there, that was their mansion, their burrow system, but they're now in a different burrow system. They've got the new person who's in charge of the lookout. On the top of that burrow, he's there, just standing up tall. And if there is a potential threat, I don't know meerkat language at the moment, but I think it will be a lot more of a high-pitched squeal if there really is a threat. And so they'll communicate with each other very, very quickly. And what they have quick escape burrows. It's like in the war, you have bunkers, particular bunkers to escape to if there's bombs going off. Well, exactly the same thing with meerkats. They have particular escape burrows. They know everywhere in this landscape where they have an escape route. That's it. That's just the highest point. What they do, they find the highest point, which allows them to see over the grasses, and then is scanning along the horizon and up in the air. Wow, the ostrich is right there. So do you see that they all got a little bit scared? It's because the ostrich is coming nearby. The ostrich isn't going to be a threat or danger. Ultimately, birds are a predator for them. So the ostrich, you never know. But they're obviously not too fond of the ostrich being around. They're all huddled up together now, all on the lookout. They're heading off that way. Oh, look at that, wow. Look at them all huddled up there. The whole family. I love it. But they're obviously they're always on a mission. The one thing I've noticed, just meerkats, they're just so on it. There's no stopping with these guys. This might be just a little pit stop. From next place to the next place, burrowing down, catching the next bit of prey. Next burrow, moving on. Wow. They're going through the farm fence. They don't care about the farm fences, they go straight through. For me to get through is not so easy. They're now at this side of a dune. Amazing, the distances they're covering. They're just really on that mission, aren't they? Oh, just look at that though. That is just picture perfect. Meerkat family in the Kalahari. Oh, wow. Look at that, there's a giant millipede in there and it's curled up. I think that they don't try and eat giant millipedes. But there is a kind of toxin on there and it's probably not that tasty. No, it's still alive. See, that's a giant millipede. They don't want to eat the giant millipede. An absolute whopper of a giant millipede. Reasonably hard to eat too because of that exoskeleton. And they curl up into a ball. It's much harder to eat it. Gorgeous. Woo! Let's put this one back. You don't want them, do you? Oh. Hello. Oh, that's so cool. So they can dig extremely quickly, very well, and they also work together. They're kind of going front and back. So he's trying to actually just rebuild that burrow because they have to do it on a kind of constant basis because the sand is constantly moving and it collapses. So the other thing that they're probably doing, look at, they're all working together to rebuild this burrow. And so it's maintenance work, a daily basis of these meerkats. So what do they need to do? They need to wake up, they need to stay safe, they need to look out on the horizon, they need to start getting their breakfast, they move around their burrows in order to find new food, but also to maintain their homes. This right now is their mission. Oh, yes, it's so cool. I mean, you can learn so much. You could spend weeks, months, and you'd learn new things every single day with these meerkats. So that's interesting. So the babies haven't moved off yet. And so, you've got the elder ones, they've gone that way. The babies are remaining put. But it may be that they're going to communicate from that side to say, it's all safe, let the babies come. They're waiting and they might all go together. There they go. So that's the babysitter. They obviously know who's looking after them for today. What's interesting is that as we're moving this way through the bush, all along their territory, along this ridge, there's always one meerkat right at the very front. He's the kind of front lookout, and you can see right over that final bush, he's looking out towards that way. And at the back, it tends to be the babies with the babysitter. They're the last ones to take the last move. Communication. That was a major communication. There might be something ahead. These two in the back are really, really looking around now. They sense something for sure, 100%. Okay, there's a warning sign. They're running. Oh, wow. So the babies are staying with these babysitters. They're not leaving their side. Wow, the meerkats have gone that way. The whole family have just gone that way into that other bush. And now they're all on the lookout. There's not a single one of the meerkats that isn't on lookout. And they're waiting because the babies are just sitting there still with the babysitters. And you've got your rear guard looking up behind them. The coast is clear. Now they're starting to eat again. They were really being careful because this is now in the open. They needed to make sure that the coast was totally clear. But you can see actually, whilst they're eating now, I don't know if you can get close up of those teeth, but they're very sharp and pointy, and they are needed in order to kill their bugs and get through those hard exoskeletons with ease. And so a big sharp tooth just crunches straight through it. Whoa, look at that. It's got a gecko, the little baby. It's still moving. So it must have got the gecko. Just saw one of the adults came bounding along with this thing in its mouth, and that is a gecko. So they're actually finding these nocturnal creatures deep in their burrow. So many different species that they're able to eat out here. There's a lot of food, so they can be a little bit picky. It's a big old grub, that one. Big juicy grub. The baby's managed to get it. I actually think the baby actually caught that one. And look, he's keeping it for himself. That does look tasty, actually. I think if I was a meerkat, I would want to eat that. I was taking a look on that camera bag, the highest perch point, which is on top of the bag. We're definitely part of the meerkat family now, that's for sure. What are you eating? Scorpion! This one's got a scorpion. Look at that scorpion in there. He obviously knows that's the tasty one. Everybody wants the scorpion. Everybody wants that meal. Look, they're all going, wow, you managed to get a scorpion? How did you get him? It's obviously the tasty meal. He's not sharing that one even with the babies. Look at him, he's just turning around. No, I'm not giving you that. Well done, good catch. Good catch. I do love a scorpion, but you know, my team right now is the meerkats. So, well done, mate, well done. That's a big chunky scorpion. All the other meals are shared, not the scorpion. Look, very grumpy. Nope, doesn't. And taking a while to eat it, aren't you? Wow. He's actually still trying to eat it. And it may be because obviously you have to be careful, because it might have been stung a little bit by that scorpion. And you see that kind of, that noise? It was like, kind of like you've been stung, but it was worth it. Oh, well done. There's a little bit left. A little bit left. A little bit left. We're watching it unfold before our eyes. This is our own soap opera. This is just so cool. Love meerkats. Want to be here all day. So this is a nice big burrow. This is, look, he's just covered in mud. It's obviously a little bit cooler actually, with the mud on there. Oh wow, it's nice and cool here. It's very, wow, that's really interesting. I'm feeling this sand. There's moisture in that. It's really cold. And you can see, look, he's quite enjoying that sand being on top of him because it's really quite cold. It's hard to describe. It's like an ice pack. And they all come back to this little burrow. This may be their place they're going to stay for the rest of the day, or at least in the middle of the day. Little babies, ah, oh, look at you. I'm playing with my elbow. I'm not sure what they're doing at my elbow. Obviously a little bit. This is the strategy. Just lie super low. They like it. They're even coming to say hello to the camera. I mean, it's funny, I've never felt more, I don't know, like part of another family. Like, I really do actually feel part of this meerkat family. They really are beginning to accept me and just playing with me, shuffling the sand onto me, just completely accepted. I'm beginning to feel like a meerkat. I quite like it. It's getting a bit hot now, so we're just relaxing and I'm getting a bit of shade underneath this tree. And looks like the meerkats also have the same idea, so they're all chilling out around me. This might be the spot where they chill out for the next few hours, because this is like beating hot sun. So it's really cool underneath these trees, just slowing down, just resting around as well. A little bit of sleep time, a bit of a siesta, as it's just way too hot to be at full pace. Glad he's taking a look out. I'm not looking out, I'm just chilling here. They're playing with my hair. Ah! You're pulling my hair. Ah! What are you doing? How precious is this? So the sun is just coming down right now, and just like a human babies, they're getting a little bit of milk before they go off to bed. They're going into that kind of milk coma. We spent a whole 12 hours following these meerkats. We really have seen their secret life. It's been quite incredible learning about their behaviour, and the fact that we've been able to get up close and they've accepted us into their mob really has been a huge privilege. This here, I'm pretty sure, is their bedroom, or lots of bedrooms. Right, good night guys. Meerkats. Yes.